Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Rex.
I'm Daniel. And I care about you, so I'm not on my phone.
These are your questions. I care about you, so I'm reading your question.
Hey, Grant Cooper brought us another Cedar Ridge from
Grant Cooper.
Iowa. Corn State, Iowa.
That's racist.
How is that racist?
Super racist to all Iowans.
Grant Cooper.
You magnificent bastard.
Wow, normally I'm the one that insults an entire country or a region, but you just really went for it today.
Yeah, but Iowa's like the Canada of the U.S., so.
Hey, at least I don't have the same state motto as Indiana.
I say that because I have a lot of friends from Iowa. Yeah. Which I just want them to be so angry whenever they
well, that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really will.
At least their motto is not like Indiana, whose state motto is the crossroads of Indiana.
Did you like
crossroads of America?
Did you like how I ball busted two distinct regions in one sentence?
Yeah.
Iowa is like the Canada.
Just really nailing it. Okay, so I'm pouring you whiskey.
Right.
Shut your pie hole.
No, my pie hole is open for business.
All right, so if this is like all the other bourbons they make, this is a 74% corn, 14 rye, and 12% barley.
Mm-hmm.
But then this is a port cask finished bourbon. Batch 5, bottle 347.
On the nose, I'm getting just some classic bourbon. I'm not getting anything weird or... Did you find water? You didn't?
No, I mean, yes, but not really. In a dash. So, I'm not finding the port on this either. How does the normal one compare?
Yeah, compare the normal. Look at you thinking ahead. Like we have a plan.
Yeah.
For the show. Reese LeMay. Dear biker hobbit and convenience store brand Gandalf.
That's a good one.
I really like you, Reese.
I like convenience store brand Gandalf. I'm using that one. I'm keeping that one for my own.
That's really good.
That's some good stuff right there.
That's exceptional. After watching this video, I have a question for you. Would it be fair to say that Daniel is more of an Ardbeg 10 and Rex is more of the 21? And that Daniel spreads himself out more by going into the history and making of the whiskeys he reviews, whereas Rex is the more private and mysterious one.
Ooh.
Follow-up question. If so, does that mean... If so,
follow-up!
Does that mean that Rex represents all Daniel could become if he would shut the f*** up for a second and just drink the whiskey?
Ooh.
You know what, Reese? I said I liked you before.
Yeah, I think...
Now...
Fan club.
I'm gonna have your babies. That's some top shelf ball busting right there.
Yeah. That really is. That's quality.
Charlie G. Haig. Did you find it?
Yeah, I found one of the reserve bourbons, which we can use.
When friends ask me how to get to the point where they can experience subtlety and nuance in whiskey, I always say the same thing. I have them think of something they already know really well. Mostly use coffee because a lot of people drink it. And I have them remember what it was like when they first started drinking it and how they got to the point where they can decide what is good coffee. Most people will agree all coffee tastes very similar at first, and it wasn't until they drank it long enough and experienced enough of it were they finally able to taste the differences. Same things apply to whiskey. I've found if you give examples of something they already know, they'll realize the path to understanding both are virtually the same. Time and experience trumps all. Yeah. Dude,
something weird just happened.
True.
I smelled this and thought of when you order Whataburger French fries and you open up the bag and the bag smells vaguely like French fries with the burger in there that has all the sweet sauce on it. I picked this up and smelled burger and fries in a bag. It was weird.
That is weird, man. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, it's gone now, but for a split second I could have sworn it smelled fried French fries.
You haven't eaten in a while, have you?
No. Okay, here's the original. This is a reserve bourbon. It's 5 years old. This is the port.
Man, neither one of these noses are jumping out at me with big, vibrant, intense smells. You?
No. So that port cask bourbon is very pretty. It's nice. There's not the weird sour note. It's a little light, but it's 47% alcohol. This is almost
How old is this?
100. I don't know.
It feels like they made up for age with cask strength.
It doesn't say.
Okay. I think they made up for the age of the whiskey with the proof of the whiskey to get more.
Maybe, but
get more flavors in
this
there.
is dark and
Kinda. I don't know.
no, we're not talking about Texas heat. Oh, okay, it's coming alive a little bit now, and I'm getting that grapey note. I'm assuming it's coming from the port.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and it's not in this. And this is 5 years old.
Okay.
And look how light that is, right?
Oh wow. This is water compared to.
Yeah, and it's 43.
Yeah.
So yeah, the proof.
The reserve, Cedar Ridge Reserve, 5 years old whiskey is really thin compared to this thing. I actually like this more compared to the 5-year-old reserve.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Compared to.
Now add a little water in there. No, it doesn't do anything. It takes it down a notch even. I'm getting a little bit of aromatic pipe tobacco in here.
Right.
And it's showing up as the more vanilla'd pipe tobaccos. Not like the heavy Cavendish with some flavoring. I mean like actual flavored pipe tobacco, like true aromatics.
I'm getting the nice oak note, the nice sweet note.
Yeah.
And if I squint and try really hard, I can get a really light apple in there. But I'm not getting an incredible range of flavors, nuance, and complexity. But it's nice. It's a perfectly nice sipping whiskey.
That's friendly.
Yeah.
That's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah. It's a perfectly nice sipping whiskey.
That's gonna go in just glad hand everybody.
Yep.
Hey, it's gonna kiss babies and shake hands.
It's not going to be the hero that everybody gathers around and they're talking about, just amazing epic things they're pulling out of it. But it's nice.
Yeah, but no one will turn it down.
Certainly. Eric Q, Daniel, what is your favorite available Ardbeg?
Dark Cove, if you can get your hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't, the 10. If you're having a hard time, just go straight to the 10. It's a damn fine whiskey.
Super good.
Yeah.
Super good. I recently asked people to pull out some Facebook.
Did you have anybody take the time to reply?
Well, in like an hour, we had a couple hundred.
Yeah. That's a few.
Do you guys only drink whiskey, or do you? This is CJ Hauk, by the way. Do you only drink whiskey, or do you have another drink, such as rum or tequila, that you enjoy from time to time?
Tequila is my second go-to. If I'm doing hard liquor.
Specifically, you have a kind of tequila.
Okay, yeah. So if I'm on a sipping alcohol, nice shot. If I'm on a sipping alcohol versus a cocktail, my next choice is mezcal.
Yeah.
Because it's the scotch of tequila.
Right.
And if they don't have mezcal, my next choice is reposada or añejo tequila. Mm-hmm. And if I'm in a cocktail, it's gin.
Yeah. So once every couple of weeks, I'll throw down a martini.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I almost only ever do that in restaurants.
Really?
I rarely make one at home.
I make it at home because it's a good way to get from 0 to I'm okay with everything happening right now.
That's true. Yeah, it's a high speed. It's a high speed rail.
Right.
Yeah.
And then occasionally, you actually turned me on to the mezcal. I didn't know that was a thing. Mezcal, and then
Del Magua Vida is a good budget.
I want to get into rum because I sense.
Yeah.
This is based on no experience. I sense there's a whole grand new world.
There really is.
Right.
But just get Ron Zacapa 23 and you'll be fine.
Ron Zacapa 23. You want one more?
Yeah.
We'll do one more.
Hit me, baby.
All right,
one more.
Scrolling until we
time.
stop. Let's see here. Brian Huston. I have kind of a nerd question. So if peat is the slow natural decay of vegetation, and they have been using it for this for many years, one would assume that eventually they will run out of peat. I can't imagine that it would replenish itself as fast as they use it. I think we touched on this many episodes ago.
So here's the thing about peat is, for one thing, it covers 2% of the Earth's surface. It covers more of the Earth's surface than just about anything other than water. So we're not going to run out of peat. Now, peat is regional,
So-
depending on when it collected.
Right. So
Right.
depending on where it is, it's going to have very different characteristics.
It's going to burn differently.
Right.
So yes, Scottish peat is being used, but they have figured out how to make use of the peat that they have, make it last, and make the smoke go as far as it possibly can. That they have reported that they are not using up the peat in Scotland now faster than it's accumulating.
Oh, nice.
If you can believe it.
I don't know if I can.
I don't.
I will have to taste many whiskeys.
All right, man. I went back and I got a little bit more of the. You remember when we did our episode with the Manhattans?
Yeah.
And we got the two kinds of cherries, the maraschino and the
Sure.
Bing
We'll
cherries.
We'll link it up here.
In the nose,
Yep.
I'm getting a little bit of the
And this.
Bing sweetened cherry. Not the maraschino, but the Bing cherry, the one that's a real cherry but sweetened and sugared candied.
Now, you're getting a lot more out of this than I am. I'm just getting some nice sweetened oak with the tiniest bit of apple. You could convince me it was the tiniest bit of cherry if you twisted my arm.
Yeah, the barrel shows up just at the very end as a slight bitterness behind all the sweet notes.
Yeah.
But nice work. Thanks, Grant. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
If you drink,
may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.